Today, let's talk about unrequited love. There are certain couples where one partner exerts more effort than the other, leading to an unbalanced bond. The majority of people in long-term relationships can relate to the feeling of exerting more time and effort than their partner. Sometimes it is true that you're contributing more than you should, but sometimes it might not be. How do you distinguish between the two? Fortunately, there are a few obvious signs that can let you know for sure. In one-sided relationships, there's a breakdown in communication. Oftentimes, one person makes more of an effort in initiating and maintaining dialogue. If it feels like a burden to do most of the work to stay in touch with your partner, it is okay to share how you feel. A one-sided relationship is the one that is unbalanced and unfairly lacking in reciprocity. According to Michelle Williams, MA, LPC, a relationship that lacks balance and equitable reciprocity may appear as one person investing more time, energy, effort, emotional support, or financial support than the other. It can be useful to be aware of some of the indications that your relationship may be one-sided. Number 1, you do not experience a powerful, intense, or significant connection. Lack of a strong bond between partners is a sign of a one-sided relationship. There may be an issue if you feel more like roommates than soulmates. By making an effort to spend time together, you may revitalize your relationship. This can be challenging to be sure, given how hectic most people's lives are these days. But in order to achieve long-term satisfaction in any relationship, it is necessary to cultivate a strong and meaningful connection. Number 2, they aren't there for you like you are there for them. According to Michelle Williams, a therapist, a one-sided relationship is evident if you find yourself having to satisfy all of their desires rather than going through a cycle of compromise. If they only call you when they need something, but are unavailable to you when you have a similar need, take note. Basically, things will start to fall apart real quick if your partner doesn't have your back. Because emotional signs are missed and ignored, confrontations and disagreements may be harder to resolve, and the same problems frequently come up again. That missing component will appear considerably large in the absence of the emotional support and encouragement. Number 3, you are insecure. You keep making your best efforts, yet nothing changes. Over time, you start to doubt your value and think that your demands aren't significant enough to be discussed. After all, wouldn't they want to see you happy if you were good enough? You may go around in circles trying to figure out why they aren't making the same effort. Additionally, you doubt not only your efforts, but also your value and appeal. Do I look good enough? Clever enough? Humorous enough? So on and so forth. According to Weber, if you find yourselves constantly assessing whether you meet your partner's expectations, your relationship may be one-sided. Number 4, they aren't making a love map. This phrase comes from psychologist John Gottman, who is renowned for his work on marriage and divorce. A person's inner world, their hopes, dreams, desires, fears, insecurities, experiences, memories, everything makes them. Well, them is how their significant other sees it. This is known as a love map. A one-sided relationship is evident if the person you are seeing isn't trying to make an effort to understand the pieces on your mental chessboard. This is something that takes time to develop, so the effort should be ongoing. Number 5. Your partner says you want too much. Is it too much to want to hang out over the weekend? To wish to meet his family? Or to reveal your feelings? According to Dixon File, many partners in one-sided relationships are either unwilling or uninterested in contributing more. Sadly, she adds, the least devoted individual typically has the most power. If you observe one or more of these signs of a one-sided relationship, it still doesn't necessarily imply your relationship is finished. It does indicate that in order for a relationship to succeed, you will need to put some time and effort into resolving the fundamental issues that have injured it. If required, seek the advice of a relationship therapist. You might discover that online marriage counseling is all you need to tackle your issues in a rational, effective, and productive manner. Alright, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not leave the channel before you like and subscribe. And thank you for helping our channel grow.